Hi, K-pop lovers. Welcome back to our channel. Before we get into this, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a BTS breakdown. And if this video makes you laugh even once, drop your favorite Jimin moment in the comments below. Okay. Now let's talk about something that happened in Run BTS 2.0 that most people almost scrolled past, but once you see it, you cannot stop replaying it. Run BTS 2.0 came back on April 23, 2026, and within 10 hours, the first episode had already pulled 3 million views. 3 million. In 10 hours. That's not a fandom tuning in out of loyalty, that's people running back because they genuinely missed this. And the very first episode, BTS Trip EP.1, wasted absolutely zero time reminding everyone exactly why this show has always been so special. Because within the first episode, before any big game or challenge even fully kicked off, Jimin gave us a moment that nobody expected, and it might actually be the funniest thing in the entire episode. Not because of what he did, but because of when he did it. Here's the setup. The members go on a group trip, all 7 of them, staying together in a 3-bedroom house. Simple enough, right? Except the room assignment is done blind, nobody knows who they're going to end up sharing with until they've already picked. And that's where things immediately get chaotic, in the most perfectly run BTS way possible. Jungkook somehow ends up alone in the biggest room in the house, 3 beds, all to himself, completely winning the situation without even trying, while the other 6 scramble to figure out what just happened. Meanwhile, RM, V, Suga, and J-Hope all accidentally land in the same room. And Jimin? Jimin ends up sharing with Jin. Now if you've watched even a handful of Run BTS episodes before, you already know that pairing is never neutral. It has never been neutral. Jin doesn't even need to do anything extreme. His presence alone is enough to shift the energy in the room, especially for Jimin. There's a dynamic between these two that's been building for years, where Jin creates situations and Jimin reacts to them. Instantly. Visibly. Honestly. Sometimes way too honestly. And the thing is, even before anything has actually happened, that dynamic is already sitting right under the surface, ready to go. And that's exactly where the moment lives. There's no dramatic music cue. No slow zoom. No caption on screen telling you to pay attention. It just happens, quietly, in the middle of what looks like a completely calm scene. Jimin is standing there. The atmosphere hasn't escalated yet. Jin is nearby but hasn't done anything significant. From the outside, it's the kind of moment you'd expect to just pass by without anyone thinking twice about it. And then, if you're watching closely, you catch it. A fraction of a second where Jimin's expression shifts. His eyes move just slightly. His lips press together for just a beat too long. And then a small laugh escapes. Too early. Completely out of sync with anything that's actually happening in the room. Nothing triggered it. No punchline landed. No joke was told. Jimin just reacted. Before anything even happened. And that's what makes it so funny. Because what you're watching in that split second is Jimin's instincts completely overriding his composure. He's not performing. He's not trying to be funny. His brain has simply recognized the pattern, Jin nearby, cameras rolling, confined space, high potential for chaos, and skipped the setup entirely, jumping straight to the reaction. Years of being in the same room with Kim Seokjin have essentially trained Jimin's body to start bracing for impact before impact even arrives. And instead of hiding it, it just slips out. A laugh with no cause. A reaction with no trigger. And somehow, that's funnier than anything that could have actually happened. The moment the laugh escapes, the ripple effect starts. Someone notices. Someone reacts to Jimin reacting. And suddenly, the dynamic is already in motion, all because Jimin's composure cracked about 5 seconds before it had any reason to. This is what makes Jimin on Run BTS so uniquely entertaining. On stage, he is control. Every movement intentional, every expression calculated, every second executed with precision. But in a house with Jin, with cameras, with nowhere to retreat, that version of him doesn't last. It slips. Quickly. And what replaces it is this completely unfiltered, immediate, almost helplessly reactive version of Jimin that you genuinely cannot manufacture. It's real. And real is always funnier. What adds another layer to all of this is just how instantly everything snaps back. The second all 7 of them are back in the same house, the dynamics return like they never left. Jin still teases. Jimin still reacts. The timing is still completely unpredictable. Nothing needs to be warmed up. Nothing needs to be relearned. The exact same chaos engine turns on immediately, and it fired up within minutes of them walking through that door together. And then it gets even better, because later in the episode, the members play a zombie pillow fight game to decide who has to clean up after dinner. Let that image sit for a moment. 7 people who have performed at stadiums across multiple continents, who have won awards in front of millions, who have been on every major global stage imaginable, playing a zombie elimination game to decide who does the dishes. And Jimin in the middle of this, navigating the chaos, reacting to everything happening around him, completely unable to maintain the measured, composed energy that he carries everywhere else. V is dodging Jin's blind swings. J-Hope pauses mid-game with an expression of pure confusion. And Jimin is exactly where Jimin always ends up, right in the center of the most chaotic part of the scene, reacting to all of it in real time, with his whole face. That's the thing about moments like the one we're talking about today. They don't announce themselves. They don't have a dramatic setup or a clear payoff. They just happen, tucked inside a scene that looks like it's about something else entirely. And those are exactly the moments that people rewind. Not the big highlights. Not the loudest scenes. The small, precise, almost accidental ones. The ones that make you pause and go, wait, did that just happen? And then you watch it again. And this time you catch the exact second where the composure cracks. And somehow it's even funnier than the first time, because now you're not just watching the reaction, you're watching the anticipation behind it. That's what Run BTS 2.0 is already doing so well, right from this first episode. It's not forcing big moments. It's not overproducing the humor. It's just letting 7 people who know each other too well exist in the same space and catching whatever happens naturally. And what happens naturally, when Jimin and Jin share a room, when the zombie game decides who cleans up dinner, when Jungkook wins a 3-bedroom without even trying, is almost always funnier than anything scripted could be. Because it's not a bit. It's not a concept. It's just them. And that's the whole point. The first episode of Run BTS 2.0 already racked up 3 million views in 10 hours, and it's only just started. New episodes have been rolling out consistently, April 30th, May 5th, and beyond, and every single one of them carries the same promise, that somewhere in the middle of a normal-looking scene, Jimin is going to react to something in a way that stops you completely. Too early. Too honest. Too real to have been planned. And you're going to rewind it 3 times just to confirm what you saw. So if you haven't watched the episode yet, go watch it now, on Bangtan TV or Weverse, and when you do, don't focus on the loudest moments. Watch Jimin. Watch his face. Watch that exact second where the laugh escapes before it should. Because that's where the real magic is. Not in the chaos itself. But in the moment just before it, when Jimin already knows, and his face gives it away before he can stop it. And if you've already seen it, go back. Find that moment. And tell me in the comments that I'm right, because I know I'm right. If this video gave you even one good laugh today, please like it, it genuinely helps more ARMY find this channel. Share it with your friends who need a reason to smile right now. Comment below with your favorite Jimin moment from Run BTS 2.0 or any episode. I read every single one. And if you haven't yet, subscribe and hit the bell so you're always first when we drop new content. I'll see you in the next one. Purple Heart Annyeong.